This is CLW News Report.
Yo, what is going on? This is Game Legend 100 TV, CLW News. Make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you subscribe to the page. Salute to everybody once again supporting the page, subscribing to the page, helping the page grow in many ways. Hit the like, hit the share. If you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button. Now, I ain't gonna lie to y'all, man. I ain't gonna keep it real with y'all. I was supposed to do CLW podcast last night, right? And it was supposed to be AEW watch along, all out, right? I had it all set up, but I couldn't do it, man. It was too much going on. It was too much going on, and I was cursing a lot. I'm not gonna lie, it was really kind of like weird and disturbing at the same time because y'all seen the highlights already. Y'all know what time it is already. Brian Danielson got turned on by his group. It was like, it was obvious that it was going to happen, but what Moxley did to him, it was just like totally unnecessary, devastating, unbelievable. And I couldn't believe they even broadcasted that on AEW pay-per-view. Moxley tried to murder Brian Danielson on TV. It's like they initiated that he was like subliminally, you can tell that that's what he was doing. Like he was killing him off, killing his character off, killing him off the group. Like it was just a bag over the head and squeezing it. Like it's a difference between like, a build up. You see it coming. Oh, dang, we might murder him because he's saying it. Moxley's doing promos. Moxley's saying, now I feel like doing something to somebody. We can see it coming, but out of nowhere, it's like, why are they doing all that for? Like, why are they making it seem like they trying to kill him off or something? Like, what did he really do? But besides being champion and representing the group as much as possible, as much as he could, while everybody was absent doing their own thing. So I didn't like that. I was trying to watch with my kid, but yeah, it was too much. And me, like, I didn't care, but it was like, it was kind of like a real tense moment, and there's a difference between wrestling and realism, and I get it. AEW is trying to be raunchy and crazy as possible, but I'm gonna need AEW to realize that you need some build up to it. You need some build up to these storylines of what you do. You can't just be doing all of that out of nowhere and expect fans and new fans to appreciate the product, because they're going to look at the product like, we don't want this product on our television. We ain't going to promote this to kids. I know that y'all want to do favors for the teens and the adults, but we got to look out for the kids too. We got to, because we can't be having kids trying to pretend to be Moxley if that's their favorite wrestler right now, putting bags over kids' heads. We can't have that. I get it. Some things are not meant for kids. I understand that. I get it. But the minds of the kids that's watching is not really getting it. And some parents are not even available to watch their kid to see what they doing or watching. Bad enough they on their tablets all day 24/7 doing whatever on their tablets. So it's like you can't help but understand that it's a sensitive thing when it comes to certain situations you do in AEW. Now, I'm just talking about the Moxley and Brian Danielson situation. The whole pay-per-view was off. It wasn't good at all. I'm giving it a 2. I'm giving AEW All Out a 2. Wasn't good. The matches was okay. But I ain't gonna lie to you. The only reason it gets a 2 from me, because the best match of the night was you already know, Willow Spray and Pac, man. That was the best matches of the night. We ain't gonna play no games with it. Legendary. If the main events was good, and not like crazy, it would have got like a 3.5 from me. But he get a solid 2. It gets a solid 2 just for that match. I didn't like any other matches, and it's not even necessary to talk about the other matches. It's crazy. All matches was not good at all. It wasn't a pay-per-view all out like it used to be. I think AEW's falling off, to be honest with you, because they trying too much. They trying too much. And I didn't even get to the main event. That was the first main event of the night. Bryan Danielson retained his belt. I think the match against Jack Perry, they didn't really have no chemistry. They didn't really have no chemistry in that ring. I didn't like it. You know, it's not like, you know, Jack Perry should be in the ring with Bryan Danielson. No disrespect to Jack Perry, but he shouldn't be in the ring with him right now. Not at this moment. It was too soon, and I think that's going to ruin his character and his career a little bit, because he shouldn't have had the number one contenders match just like that. If anything, Swerve should deserve a rematch. But Swerve had other things to take care of. And I'm going to get to that right now. Now, when it came to this main event, man, I was, you know, the family night was ruined. Nobody wanted to watch the wrestling no more. And I get it. I get it. It was too much happening. It was just too much happening at the same time, and I get it. It's understandable. I get it. But come on now, like, I'm looking at this, yo. I almost turned it off. I was mad. Why they doing my boy Swerve dirty like that? Swerve got his stuff off. Swerve got it off. He got it popping. He got some crazy moves happening to Jack. I mean, this guy's name. I don't even, whatever his name is at this point, man. He got a little stuff off, you know. He had the signature move on the brick, which was the solid brick, solid whatever it was. That was cool, but it got a little crazy when he was put in a move where he was trying to like inject something into his mouth. It was like, what is happening here? What are we doing here? I mean, there's no build-up into why they hate each other so much. There's no situations where they threatening each other. I ain't seen no threats. I've been watching AEW these weeks. I didn't see no threats against each other. Swerve just lost the belt 2 weeks ago. So there was really no threats to one another as to why he was, you know, they was doing this stuff against each other like this. He put a needle in his mouth, man. Like he was trying to drug him. Then he smacks him with the chair like he killed him and broke his neck. They did Swerve dirty. I think Swerve is about to leave soon. If he is, salute to Swerve. Salute to him. I think you really improved. You really showed out. You really showed off, and you really got what it takes to be a main event in WWE now. And I think you should return to WWE if that's the case. If that's what they did that to. That's why they did that to you the way they did. You know? But AEW All Out gets a 2 out of me. The main event was just too crazy. That match at least got a 2.5 for me, 3. It was just too much happening in that match. Just made you realize, like, are they desperate or was it just a little bit too much? That was AEW news. Moving along now. We got WWE Divas Legends signing a contract for WWE. So now we're going to have some WWE Divas Legend contracts now, which is even more contracts now, which is good. We got Trish in there. We got Jacqueline now. She signed a new contract. We got Victoria in there. She signed a contract. These are divas, superstars that can actually wrestle still today. You know, and they could make it a good example out of the NXT wrestlers, help them, give them the ropes, show them the ropes of how to be a real woman's wrestler. There's a lot of good women's wrestlers today in WWE now, but we're talking about the future. And we want the future to not forget the past and realize if it wasn't for the past, the future wouldn't be where it is today. So much respect to the WWE Divas Legends. Hopefully we see Molly in there. Hopefully we see more people that are legit wrestlers. Jazz. Hopefully she signed a contract. You know, there's a lot of divas, WWE wrestlers, women's wrestlers that could really, really wrestle still today. You know? So salute to them. Hopefully, we see more of y'all. Hopefully, y'all get your own program and we get a women's wrestling. I think they deserving at this point to have their own show. Because they've been more entertaining than the men sometimes. I think when it comes to Netflix, they're gonna go all out. And I think they are deserving of having their own show. They are. Now, when it comes to this week of Raw, SmackDown, NXT, AEW, this last week of being on Raw for SmackDown, this last week of being on Fox for SmackDown was just not good. It was not good at all. For the last Fox SmackDown, I thought they was going to close it out with Roman Reigns because Roman Reigns was the showstopper, the main eventer, right? He was the show, right? He was SmackDown. If it wasn't for him, SmackDown wouldn't be what it was today. These past 4 years of Roman Reigns being champion. So, and Brock Lesnar, of course, being a part of the show. So I think it was disappointing not seeing Roman Reigns close it out in some kind of way. At least you're seeing him backstage, closing it out some kind of way. You got to worry about me next week. It's something. He didn't give us anything. They closed it out with the bloodline. First of all, they lied and they teased us, actually. They actually teased us and made it seem like we was going to get Cody Rhodes and DIY and the Street Profits versus the bloodline. And that didn't happen at all. That did not happen at all. It was disappointing. I was disappointed in that, man. It didn't happen. They teased us. It was just DIY for Street Profits versus the bloodline. And I didn't like it at all. It was just like a regular, ordinary SmackDown match, and they closed it out with the bloodline actually winning. So the bloodline was victorious. Cody Rhodes called out Jacob Fatu, and Solo stopped him. They made Jacob Fatu kind of feeling some type of way, and I think Jacob Fatu is going to finally turn on Solo soon. So I'm looking forward for that. Salute to Jacob Fatu. He's probably one of my best wrestlers right now that I like that's out right now. So salute to him, and I can't wait for him and Roman Reigns going against each other in a rivalry that they are just saving and saving and saving, probably to Royal Rumble to WrestleMania. So salute to Jacob Fatu. All right, so when it came to Raw, Raw wasn't all of that. We ain't getting no Y6, which is the highlight of Raw so far. We're gonna get them this week, and I think this week when it comes to wrestling, it's gonna be very, very intense because the new season starting. USA is going to be on SmackDown's going to be on USA now. So we're going to get some crazy wrestling now. They're going to go all out for the first week of season. Even AEW, they're going to do something crazy too as well. NXT going to go all out. Raw is going to go all out as well. And it's going to be a good week of Raw, SmackDown, AEW, NXT coming week. Because we're going to get the 8-man Extreme Rules Tag Team Tornado match. So that's going to be good for the Raw to start it off. They're going to start it off. They know what time it is. They're going to entertain the fans. And they're going to do the damn thing. Because they know Raw is now sharing a show with SmackDown now on the same, network. So I'm looking forward to this week actually, of Raw, SmackDown, NXT, and AEW. Because this week wasn't all of that. AEW wasn't all of that. Raw was not all of that at all either. The show from me got a 2.5 Raw, and SmackDown got a 2 from me, and AEW got a 2.5 from me as well. NXT got a 3 from me because they showed out. Jada Parker, salute to Jada Parker, looking fine as she can be. Woo! And she did a good job. I think she should have won the belt, but I think they saving that because they got other wrestlers, and she still she got a little bit more work to do probably. Getting other shit. She need another belt. She need another belt first. Maybe she be the first double champion. Who knows? But I'm looking forward for that as well as seeing that as well. So that was this week when it came to wrestling, and the pay-per-view All Out was just crazy, outrageous, and go check it out. And I'm looking forward to the Raw, SmackDown, NXT this week, and it should be good. New season. New things is going to be happening. This is CLW News. Make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you subscribe to the page. Salute to everybody once again supporting the page, helping the page grow. CLW Podcast episode 78 will be tomorrow. And 79 will be tomorrow. Raw watch along as well. Hit the like button, hit the share button, hit the subscribe button. Game Legend 100. Peace and blessings. Always motivate others to be great. Always bless others when you can be blessing others. Whenever you're able to bless others as well. Peace and blessings. Salute. Hit the like button. Hit the share button. Game Legend 100 TV. We out. Game Legend 100 TV.